The story of Tsutomu Yamaguchi, the man who survived two atomic bombings, is one of the most extraordinary and shocking survival tales in history. Tsutomu Yamaguchi was born in 1916 in Nagasaki, Japan. He worked as a shipbuilding engineer for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries during World War II, a job that would unknowingly place him in the path of two of the most devastating events in human history. The first bombing, Hiroshima, August 6, 1945.
And to bring you this story, we interrupt our program.
An American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima.
The White House has just made an important announcement on the war.
Buzzing with the news of the atomic bomb.
Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima on a business trip on the morning of August 6, 1945, when the United States dropped the first atomic bomb on the city. Yamaguchi, who was on the outskirts of Hiroshima, was a few kilometers from ground zero when the bomb exploded. He suffered severe burns and injuries from the shockwave, and the city was engulfed in firestorms. He was knocked unconscious by the blast, but later managed to drag himself to safety and find shelter with other survivors. After a short period of recovery, despite his injuries, Yamaguchi decided to return home to Nagasaki, not knowing the full scale of the devastation. 3 days later, on August 9, 1945, Yamaguchi was back in Nagasaki at the Mitsubishi headquarters, still recovering from the burns he received in Hiroshima. He was in the street when the second atomic bomb, codenamed Fat Man, was dropped on Nagasaki. Yamaguchi was again very close to ground zero, within about 2.5 kilometers of the explosion, when the bomb detonated. This time, he was blown to the ground and severely injured, suffering from more burns, ruptured eardrums, and temporary blindness. After the second bombing, Yamaguchi was once again left to fend for himself. His wounds were grave, and his survival seemed impossible. His sheer will to live, combined with the little knowledge he had about radiation sickness and available resources, helped him fight through both bombings. He somehow made it through the immediate aftermath, finding temporary shelter and care despite suffering from acute radiation sickness. Yamaguchi's story wasn't widely known until years after the war. It wasn't until the 1960s that he was formally recognized as the only person to have survived both atomic bombings. He lived to the age of 93, dying in 2010. Yamaguchi's story stands as a symbol of both the horrific consequences of nuclear warfare and the resilience of the human spirit. He became an outspoken advocate for peace and a vocal opponent of nuclear weapons. He was involved in numerous peace movements and shared his experiences with the world, emphasizing the devastation caused by the atomic bombings and the importance of never allowing such weapons to be used again. Tsutomu Yamaguchi's story highlights the profound psychological and physical toll of nuclear warfare. His survival, against all odds, forces us to confront the brutal reality of the bombings. In his later years, Yamaguchi would often talk about the tragedy of the bombings, stating that he hoped future generations would never experience the horrors that he and others had faced. His life has been covered in books, documentaries, and articles, with some even suggesting that his experience serves as a living reminder of the importance of global peace and disarmament. The idea that a man could survive the destruction of two separate atomic bombs, each capable of killing thousands, seems almost impossible. Yamaguchi's experience is a stark reminder of the unimaginable destruction caused by nuclear warfare and the human resilience in the face of such devastation. Tsutomu Yamaguchi's survival is not just an incredible story of physical endurance, but it also serves as a powerful reminder of the horrors of war and the necessity of peace. His life is a testament to the importance of nuclear disarmament.
His resilience through the hellish aftermath of Hiroshima and Nagasaki is a living testament to the strength of the human spirit. But it also serves as a haunting reminder of the horrors we must never repeat. Yamaguchi's survival wasn't just about physical endurance, it was about the survival of memory. His voice echoed through the years, urging us to never forget the atrocities of nuclear war and the importance of peace. His journey from the ashes of Hiroshima to the ruins of Nagasaki is one that challenges our understanding of fate, survival, and the fragility of life. In his own words, Yamaguchi wanted to make sure that future generations would never experience what he lived through. And as we watch this video, let it remind us of our responsibility to ensure that such a tragedy is never repeated. Tsutomu Yamaguchi lived to see his world broken and rebuilt. May we work toward building a future where peace is the legacy we leave behind. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful history lessons that inspire us to act for a better world.